In the world of jazz fusion, few bands were as revolutionary as Weather Report. Formed in the early 1970s, the group helped reshape modern jazz with innovative rhythms, electronic textures, and bold improvisation. And at the center of its sound was one of the most legendary bass players of all time, Jaco Pastorius. When Jaco left the band in the early 1980s, many believed that no one could possibly fill his shoes. But in 1982, a young bassist from Philadelphia stepped into that impossible role. His name was Victor Bailey. He was only in his early 20s, yet his groove, creativity, and powerful musical voice helped guide Weather Report through its final years. Over the next decades, Bailey would build a career that included hundreds of recordings, collaborations with major artists, and a reputation as one of the most expressive bassists of his generation. This is the story of Victor Bailey. Before we continue, subscribe now, like this video, comment, and share. Victor Randall Bailey was born on March 27, 1960, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Music was deeply rooted in his family. His father, Morris Bailey Jr., was a composer, saxophonist, and arranger who worked with major artists from the Philadelphia soul scene, including Patti LaBelle and Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Victor's uncle, Donald Bailey, was also a respected jazz drummer who recorded with organ legend Jimmy Smith. Growing up in this musical environment meant that Victor was constantly surrounded by rhythm, harmony, and creativity. But interestingly, the bass was not his first instrument. As a child, Victor Bailey wanted to be a drummer. At age 10, his parents gave him a drum set for Christmas. He immediately began playing and quickly joined a local band. But fate had a different plan. During a rehearsal, the bass player in his band quit. Victor volunteered to try the instrument. What happened next surprised everyone. Even though he had never played bass before, he instantly understood it. He began playing the songs with confidence and even started adding melodic fills. His father heard the sound and rushed downstairs. "Who's playing bass?" he asked. When he realized it was Victor, he gave him simple advice. "You should be a bass player." Victor agreed. That moment changed his life forever. After graduating from high school in 1978, Bailey was accepted into the prestigious Berklee College of Music in Boston. Berklee was a perfect environment for a young musician hungry to learn. The school was filled with talented students who would later become major figures in music. During this period, Bailey played with musicians such as Branford Marsalis, Terry Lyne Carrington, Kevin Eubanks, Steve Vai. The experience expanded his musical vocabulary. He absorbed jazz harmony, funk grooves, and fusion improvisation. But his life was about to change dramatically. While studying at Berklee, Bailey received a major opportunity. He was hired to play bass for South African trumpet legend Hugh Masekela's band. That opportunity took him to New York City. He arrived with little money and no apartment, but he believed completely in his abilities. Within his first year in New York, Bailey performed on around 50 recording sessions. His reputation quickly grew among musicians, and soon an opportunity appeared that would change his career forever. In the early 1980s, Weather Report needed a new bass player. The band's legendary bassist, Jaco Pastorius, had left. Drummer Omar Hakim recommended Victor Bailey for the job. Soon, Bailey was invited to audition. He got the gig. At only 22 years old, Victor Bailey became the bassist for one of the most influential jazz fusion bands in history. From 1982 to 1986, he played on 4 Weather Report studio albums: Procession, Domino Theory, Sportin' Life, This Is This. Bailey's playing helped shape the final chapter of the band's sound. Replacing Jaco Pastorius was an enormous challenge. Jaco had transformed the role of the electric bass in jazz, but Bailey did not try to imitate him. Instead, he developed his own voice. His style blended deep funk grooves, jazz improvisation, melodic phrasing. His rhythm section partnership with drummer Omar Hakim became one of the most powerful groove engines in jazz fusion. Together, they gave Weather Report a new energy. When Weather Report disbanded in 1986, Bailey began focusing on his own career. 2 years later, he launched his solo career. In 1989, he released his debut album, Bottoms Up. The album featured major musicians including Michael Brecker, Wayne Shorter, Omar Hakim. The record showcased Bailey's versatility as a bassist, composer, and bandleader. Beyond his solo career, Bailey became an in-demand session musician. He recorded and performed with a wide range of artists across many genres. These included Sonny Rollins, Sting, LL Cool J, Madonna, Lady Gaga, Mary J. Blige. His ability to adapt to different musical styles made him extremely valuable in the studio. Victor Bailey developed a distinctive approach to the bass. One element of his style was something unusual. He sometimes performed scat-style vocal sounds while playing bass.
Such a musician you must admire. And I say this because everybody should know who he was. Time to go now.
Blending voice and instrument into a single musical expression. This technique became one of his signatures. Bailey believed that groove was the most important element of music. One of his well-known quotes reflects this philosophy. Quote 1, "Groove to me means feeling." For him, bass playing was not about playing as many notes as possible. It was about supporting the music. Over the years, Bailey released additional albums including Low Blow, 1999. That's right, 2002. These recordings explored funk, fusion, and contemporary jazz. They also highlighted Bailey's songwriting and production abilities. Later in his career, Bailey joined the faculty at Berklee College of Music. There, he taught bass and shared his experience with younger musicians. His classes focused on groove, musicality, and creative expression. Many students described his teaching as inspiring and practical. Despite his musical success, Bailey faced serious health challenges. For many years, he lived with Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease, a neurological disorder that affects the muscles. The condition gradually weakened his legs and later affected his upper body. Even as the disease progressed, Bailey continued performing and teaching. His determination inspired many musicians. In the final years of his life, Bailey's health declined. He eventually retired from performing. On November 11, 2016, Victor Bailey passed away at the age of 56. His death was widely mourned in the music community. Victor Bailey may have stepped into one of the most difficult roles in music history, replacing Jaco Pastorius. But instead of trying to copy the past, he created his own musical voice. Through Weather Report, his solo albums, and hundreds of collaborations, Bailey helped shape the sound of modern jazz fusion. Today, bass players around the world continue to study his recordings, not just for technique, but for something deeper, the groove. Some musicians become famous. Others quietly shape the sound of music from behind the scenes. Victor Bailey did both. A bassist who carried forward the legacy of one of the greatest bands in jazz history. A musician who believed that groove and feeling matter more than flash. and an artist whose bass continues to inspire generations. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next video.